Monday is Veterans Day. It was originally called Armistice Day to commemorate Germany's surrender, ending World War I on November 11, 1918. The defeat of Germany happened in large part after roughly 2 million fresh American troops joined the war. The American forces were not just soldiers on the ground, but fighter pilots in the air. And many of those pilots were trained here in Lake Charles. Today, that piece of history is being remembered. More tonight from KPLC's Brendan Brown.
Gerstner Field is a historic landmark here in southwest Louisiana. The U.S. Army Signal Corps began training at this field in 1917. It served as a major training base for pilots during World War I. According to Cheryl Whitlaw Gott, who donated this memorial to Veterans Memorial Park, said the field was the first military base to provide comprehensive training by combining flight courses, advanced flight training, and gunnery courses in one location. Over 3,000 military personnel were assigned to this training facility. From 1917 to 1919, Gerstner was one of the nation's first air training bases.
Great-grandfathers saw pilots flying in the sky in 1917. They put Gerstner Field, which was a double runway field, in Lake Charles, and it was built in about 3 months.
Gott says the field included 24 hangars and 90 auxiliary buildings. It also had the first military airfield in Louisiana, the first flight ambulance, and the first aerial gunnery school to use floating targets. Mike Moss's grandfather, Robert Ellis Moss Sr., trained here.
Actually knew him. He was 102 years old when he died over 30 years ago when I was 16. So I knew him very well, and I got to see life how it was back then and just experience, how life was.
The Daughters of the American Revolution unveiled the memorial today to remember the veterans who trained at this base and to keep this piece of Southwest Louisiana history alive. In Lake Charles, Brendan Brown, 7 News.
In addition to the new memorial at the Civic Center, a historical marker at the corner of Highway 27 and Old Camp Road indicates the location of what was once Gerstner Field.